Well, the time is drawing near, Devin. The United States Air Force Air Demonstration Squadron, the Thunderbirds, about ready to take off. They're doing an enlistment ceremony right now, and then the ground show will get underway. But it's time. The headliner's about to take to the air.
Yes, I should start my drum roll. Maybe it's a little too early. I should wait for the drum roll when they're about to start their ground performance. And we spoke to a staff sergeant earlier, and she was mentioning how it kind of has a little Disney tie to it. So you get to see an awesome air performance, but also before the air show, you get to see an awesome ground performance. So there's just a lot of elements. They do like 30 maneuvers, right? So there's just so much to enjoy here with the show.
Yeah, and before we switch to the Thunderbirds, I do want to point out that during our break, call sign Cyclone here got her official call sign from a former Thunderbird, Sticky, after your flight in the L-39. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. So I flew with Paul Sticky Strickland, and after we wrapped up, I was like, I forgot to ask, what is my call sign? So luckily, he just came over and told me that after discussion with his other partner, he said, you know what? Cyclone it is. They did say drizzle or twister possibly was on the table. So obviously,
which made a lot of
related.
sense.
I know.
Made a lot of sense.
I get it, and because I liked the aileron roll the most, so that's why.
Yeah. So the Thunderbirds were activated in 1953. The Aerial Demonstration Squadron really provides, a ton of shows every year. They're on the road about 250 days a year, performing for crowds around the world. They've actually flown in China, believe it or not.
Wow.
So this team, well-versed in what they do, and obviously the headline act. Sometimes you'll see the Navy Blue Angels at certain shows, but the Air Force Thunderbirds flying the F-16C Fighting Falcon is the airplane of choice, and we're about to see it in action right now. Enjoy the show, everybody. The Air Force Thunderbirds.
Here for joining us on this fine day and helping list these new members of our Long Blue Line, these men and women who have chosen to serve and who are ready to take that next big step. But first, to the families, we want to say thank you for all that you guys have done in developing and really investing in these young men and women. They've become the people that they are today because of you, and we thank you for that. And we truly hope that we can give you back young men and women that you guys are proud of as well. So, as we move forward, come to attention. Raise your right hand. I state your name. Do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to the regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations.
the warriors of the 21st century. We are the warriors, a noble symbol of freedom and a tireless pursuit of excellence. And an everlasting legacy of pride, precision, and professionalism. Precision of all airmen of the United States Air Force. Since 1953, we have demonstrated the most advanced and respected air power in the world. The pinnacle of teamwork and dedication of the world's most elite force in air, space, and cyberspace. We are first, last, and always a fighter squadron. Our maintenance professionals can transform our jets to be combat ready in 72 hours, to provide the protection under which our democracy operates. Today, you will witness the unparalleled teamwork, aerial precision, and raw power employed in combat. Almost unbelievable attention to detail demands the ultimate commitment from the whole squadron to achieve their best. At 500 miles per hour and formations 18 inches apart, and at times only 150 feet off the ground, the sound of freedom is not just heard, but felt. Our lineage of military jets and frontline fighters have always proudly displayed our colors. Red for courage, white for truth, blue for justice. Distinguished names that echo down the halls of aviation history. Thunderjet, Super Sabre, Thunder Chief, Phantom, Talon, and today's F-16 Fighting Falcon, also known as the Viper. In the spirit of its namesake, the F-16 can soar to 50,000 feet. Climbing 30,000 feet per minute, it is capable of Mach 2 or 1,500 miles per hour, and maneuvers at 9 times the force of gravity. From our fabled past to today's ambassadors in blue, we seek to be the best of the best in our critical mission. Recruit, retain, and inspire the long blue line of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We are the premier air demonstration squadron of the United States Air Force. We are 130 of the finest airmen together to exhibit the capability and uncontested air dominance of the United States Air Force. Anywhere, anytime. We are the Thunderbirds.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Major Bryce Turner, Thunderbird 8, the team's advanced pilot and narrator from Yorktown, Virginia. It's great to be here at Hill Air Force Base, and today I want to tell you about the Thunderbird mission, a demonstration of teamwork, dedication, and professionalism that mirrors that of your Air Force active duty, Guard, Reserve personnel deployed around the globe. As our jets taxi out to begin today's demonstration, the Thunderbird crew chiefs are already preparing for their recovery. Let's watch as our maintenance professionals continue to demonstrate the same level of precision on the ground that you are about to witness in the sky. The Thunderbird team is comprised of proud professionals who are motivated by a passion for service and a commitment to excellence. It all started in 1953 with the F-84 Thunderjet. In just 6 days, the first Thunderbird team crafted a demonstration that would shape the future of military jet demo teams for years to come. The Thunderbirds became the first supersonic-capable jet demo team in 1956 with the transition to the F-100 Super Sabre. In the early days, flying at supersonic speeds and creating a sonic boom was an accepted way to begin the demonstration. While supersonic speed is now prohibited, the Thunderbird tradition of showcasing America's frontline fighter aircraft and representing the pride, precision, and professionalism of all of our 695,000 airmen continues today on the current team. With 31 different Air Force career fields, this team is a diverse group of exceptional airmen from all across this great nation who have committed to a mission greater than themselves. Each Thunderbird is filled with an intense passion, a sense of pride and purpose that represents the agile combat capability of your United States Air Force. The Thunderbirds have been showing Americans what our Air Force can do for over the past 71 years. Since 1953, not a single demonstration has been canceled due to a maintenance problem. Please join me in thanking the true heroes of our team and of the United States Air Force, our maintenance and support professionals. now, our pilots are completing some pre-flight checks at the end of the runway, and once they are ready, they'll take to the skies. Soon, you'll hear Thunderbird 1 command the pilots to run up their engines as they accelerate down the runway from your left to your right. Lieutenant Colonel Nathan Malafa will then demonstrate the superior thrust-to-rate ratio of the F-16 by immediately pulling the noses up into the vertical, performing the diamond loop on takeoff. As the noses lift off the ground, watch for our slot pilot, Major Jacob Pellizzari. He'll quickly move from the right wing into the slot position, forming the famous Thunderbird Diamond. Following the diamond takeoff, the solos will perform the mayhem takeoff. Thunderbird 6 will take off in maximum afterburner from the right, accelerate down the runway, and execute an immediate 360-degree roll whilst at low altitude. Thunderbird 5 will then take off from your right to your left, immediately pull the nose 60 degrees into the vertical, perform a split S maneuver, reversing his direction while still over the runway. Hang tight while we get ready to crank it on up.
You're clear for takeoff, runway 14. It's showtime!
Thunder 1 is cleared for takeoff, runway 14. Thunderbirds, let's run them up. Stand by, smoke. Smoke on ready now. Smoke up ready now. Thunderbirds, release brakes ready now. Burners now.
Air Force Base. Stand tall as America's ambassadors in blue open with a tribute to the greatest nation on earth. Your 2024 United States Air Force Air Demonstration Squadron, known to all the world as the Thunderbirds! Woo! In 1954, the first solo pilot made their debut on the Thunderbirds, and in 1962, the opposing solo was added. Now check 6, and welcome our current solo pilots, Thunderbird 5, Major Eric Tice, and Thunderbird 6, Major Jeff Downey, as they approach from behind and overhead to execute the ever-inspiring crossover break. Thunderbird fans, have your cameras ready for a picture of formation flying at its finest as the Diamond is approaching from the right at a mere 18 inches apart from wingtip to canopy, with 10 feet of wing overlap for your 2024 Diamond Pass in Review. Now look back to the left as Thunderbird 5 displays the historic Thunderbird emblem on the bottom of his aircraft with the knife edge pass. The original Thunderbird Diamond was led by Major Dick Catledge, with twin captains Buck and Bill Patillo as wingmen and Captain Rob Kanaga as the slot pilot. Now look back to the left as our current Thunderbird Diamond maintains precise formation position in the Diamond roll. As we fly for you today, we are proud to represent America's Air Force. We are the most lethal Air Force on the planet. Now look back to the right and find Thunderbirds 5 and 6, teamed up this time to create a mirror image in their trademark Calypso pass. Ladies and gentlemen, the diamond is approaching over your left shoulder in the tight echelon formation. Watch as 1 becomes 4 with the echelon pass in review. Surprise Hill! That was Thunderbird 6 sneaking up on you with the sound of freedom. Now look back to the left and watch as our lead solo, Major Eric Tice, maintains the level flight while performing the challenging slow roll. Inbound from the right, Major Downey will demonstrate the extraordinary roll performance of the F-16 with 4 consecutive aileron rolls. The diamond is now approaching from the right. This is a rare opportunity to go inside the cockpit of Thunderbird 1 as Lieutenant Colonel Nathan Malafa calls for the 4 diamond pilots to perform simultaneous aileron rolls in close formation.
Smoke off, ready now, and roll.
From the right, Major Tice, and from the left, Major Downey. Inbound for show center at a closing speed of over 1,000 miles per hour. Before passing, they'll bank sharply, narrowly avoiding each other for the opposing knife edge pass. From ahead and to your left, the Thunderbirds are in the challenging trail formation, with each wingman flying just a few feet from the aircraft in front of them. On command, watch as they smoothly transition back into the Thunderbird Diamond. Our solo pilots have once again positioned themselves on opposite ends of the show line to cross the show center for the inverted pass. A difficult maneuver, made even more challenging, since Thunderbird 5 to your left is approaching upside down. From directly in front, Thunderbirds 1 through 4 straight up in the vertical in trail formation. While the maneuvers you are watching today are in tight formation and at low altitude, they require the same level of concentration and discipline that every Air Force pilot must employ. Whether flying combat missions over hostile territory or flying in support of humanitarian efforts in adverse conditions. Now watch as Thunderbird 5 completes his rejoin with the Diamond to perform the low bomb burst. Tice with one more surprise as he approached supersonic speeds. And while supersonic speeds are critical in chasing down the enemy, slow speed handling is just as important in aerial combat. Look back to the right and find Major Downey low and slow. Watch as Thunderbird 5 rejoins with the diamond to the right as this familiar formation approaches to perform the 5-card loop.